What is up, guys? This is Nate the Man here, and I come to you with another story. Okay, now, what is this one about this time? This is about me playing basketball. Now, this is going to be a bit different because I'm not focusing on a topic. I'm focusing on something that actually happened in my life. And sit back. It's a long story. This all started like a few months ago, and it ended like right before we were told to go into quarantine. So, fun times there, like literally. Hey, our last game happened, boom, quarantine. It happens literally 2 days later. I had 1 day of school in between our final game and quarantine. But that's not important right now. I want to keep this away from the coronavirus. So, here's the setup. I had got this thing in Taekwondo. It's a black belt. And that was my main goal. I wanted to get that black belt just to show something on my resume, really. Because I heard that people like people who have accomplished things. And I was like, okay then, that sounds pretty good. So, I got the black belt after like 5 years of working, which an average person usually takes 4. It took me a lot longer, mostly because it was a very large development curve. Like, I could not, like, get the extra... Wait, if you know what I mean. Like, I kept getting stuck, because you had to wait, like, 6 months to take the pre-test, and then you have to, and if you don't make it the first time, you have to wait another 6 months. So, this all happened. I eventually go to the test. I passed it with flying colors, according to them. Not sure how true that was, but I did beat everyone up during sparring, so I guess that's what it was. So anyway, that happened. I'm done. I've been doing this for about, I think I did for another year or two. So, and eventually I got bored. It was the same general thing. Then they got bought out by a different company, or they just renamed. I'm not really sure which one. I'm not very good at that whole topic. But anyways, they got rebranded, and I didn't like it. It was completely different. Like, it just seemed way too artificial, for lack of a better word. It just felt artificial. It didn't feel like a real martial arts anymore. Not saying it was like a terrible place to go learn martial arts, but it just wasn't my thing anymore. And I was already getting pretty repetitive, so I decided I am going to join basketball. What an idea. Never played basketball before. The only experience I have with basketball is shooting hoops in elementary school, which I was just okay at. Just okay. Nothing more, nothing less, thankfully. So, I signed up, or my mom signed me up, better yet, because I'm not allowed to sign myself up sports leagues on my own yet. But anyways, I get signed up, and I go to tryouts. I do absolutely mediocre. Like, just a step below average. Like, I made, like, a lot of my shots. But the outside shots, this is going to be a theme. I did not make a single three-pointer this entire time. I have never made a three-pointer before. I got very close at some points, but never went through the net. And if it doesn't go through the net, nobody cares. In fact, everyone might not be happy at you because you didn't make it in the net. That's the one thing you gotta do. Make it in the net and make sure the other team doesn't make it in the net. So anyways, I'm ranting here. Anyways, so after tryouts, I guess time to play with the team. Okay, cool. I knew a lot of the kids on the team. There was a few kids that went to a different middle school in my area. But whatever. So this team, they are way better than I was. Alright? And we were easily able to figure out who's the best and who's the worst. Hint, I was the worst. I definitely was far from the best. I was really bad at making shots. I'm better now. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm better. So, after a few practices, but I had to be pulled aside to learn how to not be a failure at dribbling and ball security. I start actually, doing what everyone else is doing and doing the regular practices. And then after a few of those we play our first game of the preseason. And this preseason lasted 1 day. I had no idea it was this short. I thought it would be like 2 or 3 weekends. No, 1 day. Like, we played all the games on Saturday because, like, the only free day most of us have available. Because Sunday has, like, religious whatnot, including me. But anyways, that's beside the point. Alright, so we play this preseason game. We have 2 games one day. Alright, let's go. My first game, well, we won. I think they didn't keep track during, but all our stat trackers in the stands said, yeah, you won. Congratulations. We're like, okay, this is good. This is a good start. And then the second game of the preseason comes. We didn't win by any stretch of the imagination. Didn't go too well, to be honest. And we were like, okay, let's shake it off. Let's go into the regular season. Next next Saturday, sorry. All these games are played on Saturday. I'm sorry, except for ones later, but they changed stuff about that. I'll get into that. So Saturday comes. We go in our first game like, oh yeah, we're confident. Hey, and we win. Shocker, I know. I didn't score. I didn't. My main job for most of the season was playing defense. And I could play one heck of a defense. Like, the more my season progressed, the better I got at defense. Like, I was one of the only kids on the team that valued defense over offense. Like, I was that kid saying, play defense. So, fun times. So, also important to know I was a bench warmer for, like, almost the entire season. And mostly because, like, I was worse than everyone else. I played 2 quarters. Almost everyone else played 3. So, oh well there. But, alright. So, first game we won. We are currently in the winning category. Okay, we were like the lowest rated winning team. But we were still a winning team. Like, we were still very much in the respected range. But then, our second game, we got killed. There's no way around it. We got slaughtered, 36-13. Now they've deleted all the scores on my website, which I'm really sad. I wanted to tell you all the exact scores, but I remember this one vividly. 36-13. We lost real badly on that one. This team, they'll go on to do something that I didn't know was possible, honestly. So here's what happened. So, okay, we lost the game. It's okay. We're at 500. Next game, we also lose. I forgot almost all the other scores beyond that one, so don't expect scores. But I remember we lost by a few shots. And then the fourth game. Okay, I remember the fourth game. So this was like at 7 o'clock or 6 or something late like that. It was like the last game of the day. So, okay, way too late. Like, way too late. So, we get out there. I think we were missing, like... I know we were missing one of our players. I forgot which one, but I know it was one... It wasn't me. I was there, obviously, but... We were missing one of our players. And that wasn't good. It was our point guard, or at least one of them. And, unfortunately, he's a really good point guard. So, we're missing a really good point guard. Also note that this is one of the fastest kids in our school, so there's that too. So he was fast, he could shoot well, and we didn't have him. He was sick, and this carried on into next game too. So this game, right, we lost, but in the most fairy tale way you could ever imagine. There was like a total of maybe 45 points at most. I was in games where we scored more than that, like, that entire game. Alright, it's ridiculous on how badly both of our offenses were. And these guys, like, we thought we could beat these guys. Like, these guys are around the same league as we are. Like, I think they were, like, 2-1 or something, and we were, like, 1-2. Like, yeah, we can take these guys on. We dominate most of the game. Granted by only a few shots, because, again, really low-scoring game. Both of our defenses are pretty good. Or at least they were for this game. But, oh my god. So, here's what happened. We were down by 1. And our backup point guard drills a 3-pointer. Like, I was, like, right over there because I was on, the bench. And, like, right next to that shot. And he drills it. Absolutely nails it. We were all going wild. Or at least, like, the few people. Not very many people decided to come out at 7 o'clock to come support their team, apparently. So the stands were pretty empty, but what few fans were there for us cheered. Okay, cool. So, and then they drop down there. They have like 14 seconds left. and they were on like the very like edge, double covered. He goes up for a last second shot. Like they had 7 seconds now left on the board, and they make it. We lost by 1 point. I think it was like the final score was like 23-22. So obviously, I'm angry. It's important to know that we missed most of our free throws, and these guys fouled like crazy. If we made like 50% of our free throws that game, we would have won easily. But that's beside the point. Actually, no, it is the point. We struggled mightily after that. And we had a whole practice almost fully dedicated to how to get a ball in the hoop from the free throw line, sorry. And we go on to lose. We keep losing. We keep playing the best teams in the entire league. And we keep losing. Mostly due to the fact that we were never fully healthy. I felt like I was on the Arizona Cardinals, for crying out loud. Like, we were so good when we were healthy. When we weren't healthy, we weren't good. So this all culminates to, like, the last major game for us in the season. The last team that like was really, really good. These guys were named after a certain team in Cleveland, and it's not one of the bad ones. And they won a championship a few years ago. But anyway, we were like, okay, we're fully healthy. We have everyone here. Let's go get it. First half, utter dominance. They couldn't stand a chance. The fourth quarter haunted us. Actually, no, not the fourth. The third quarter. We always found out that we would lead strongly in the first half. And then the third quarter, we just die. We just, okay, I'm out. Kind of like the Steelers. Like we look really good for the first half. And then in the second half, we just fall asleep. Like, it wasn't for lack of effort. Just our shots could never go in during that time. And we were like, because I'm on the sideline for the fourth quarter, and I'm watching my team the lead just keeps getting bigger for the other team, and I was like, okay, we lost, but our schedule is really easy from here, and we're fully healthy now. So after this, right, I think we were down like 1-5. We were doing pretty terrible. And we're like, oh god, this is not how we wanted this to go. Actually, no, we were 1-4, actually. Now that I'm doing some quick math. So, we keep losing. And we were like, okay, we need to turn this around. We have an easy schedule. Let's go get them. We played a team that hasn't won a single game. Like, if we lose to this one, we might as well just disband the team. We couldn't do that, but I'm pretty sure that's what the general feeling. We go out there, we won because they haven't won a single game. They did have some good players, but, you know, when everyone around you isn't as good, like, if your whole team isn't balanced, then it's hard to win. These global teams always had, like, 1 or 2 really good dudes, and the rest of the team wasn't that great. Not dogging anyone on one of those teams, but, like, you know who you are. I'm just saying. I know who I am. I was definitely the weak spot on my team. At least on offense. On defense, I was pretty good. But that's beside the point. So we go into this team, we beat them, and we were like, okay, let's turn this into a theme. All the rest of our teams were below 500, just like us. And then we go in, finish strong, as our coach said. And we won, and our final record was 4-5. So we got a 3-win streak. Okay, this is fine. This is fine, we're good. So, somehow, we made it to the playoffs. I'm not sure what kind of scoring system. I think it was like the top 6 teams made it in. And I think it was the top 7? No, top 8. Because I'm pretty sure there's 2 teams that didn't make it into the playoffs. But, anyways. So, we're in the playoffs, right? We're playing we're the 6th seed, and we're playing the 3rd seed. And we're like, this isn't good. This is actually very, very bad. So we go in there fully expecting to lose. It seemed like we all were like, oh no. Because these guys beat us in the regular season, like pretty much every other winning team. We actually go in there, and we beat them. This is our first win of a team over 500. And we were going bonkers. Like, our coach was actually speechless. I think he expected full enough that we would lose this game. But we won. And we were like, okay, this is the start of something good. It was like a Wednesday or Tuesday night or something. Because, well, it's the playoffs, man. We can't just have it take like a month for the playoffs to finish. So it's on like a Wednesday or so. And we're like, okay, we're playing whatever team we play against. We go up against the team that had one loss. I'll get to the team they lost to in a second. And we were like, oh no. So we go in there. They have like this one really good kid. The rest of everyone around them was pretty good too. But this one kid elevated his team. They beat us 52-27 in the regular season. So we were expecting to get pounded. Let's just say the opposite happened. Like that really one good kid. He just wasn't off on his game, and I find it flattering because he actually guarded me. And, well, let's just say it wasn't enough. This game, like, in the final few seconds of the second quarter, I go up for a jump shot, expecting to miss, and I drill it. Everybody, and it was a pretty packed game because, like, this is the playoffs, this is the semifinals. Everybody went wild. Like, oh my god, it was loud. My coach was over there, and all my teammates were like, yeah! Like, I finally scored during the actual game, but... And one kid was like, yo, clutch point by Nathan over here. And I was like, yep. And he's like, could repeat that? I'm like, I can try. So I go in there, I make some rebounds, I get like the ball intercepted. I intercepted the ball at one point or something like that. So, and then we win. It was by a healthy margin, not a great margin, but a healthy margin. You know what I'm saying? And after that, okay, we're playing the finals. Now, these guys we just played, like, the one unloss was against these guys over here. They were undefeated, 9-0. The team that beat us 36-13 in the regular season. And in the preseason, essentially, too. I didn't have high hopes. Like, we were on the ultimate Cinderella run. Like, what's a good team to think about here? Think the Titans in the NFL season this year. That's a good way to compare it. But the difference is they beat the Kansas City Chiefs, which was pretty much a good equivalent to who we had to play to get here. Actually, no. This is exactly how it went. Like, we had to beat the third and second best ranked teams to get here. So, and these guys had to beat like the fifth and fourth, I believe. Because, well, they went undefeated during the regular season, sorry. So they beat those two teams. They knock off two teams they knock off the team that we lost in the last second buzzer beater in that game. So they were knocked off, lovely. But those guys probably a lot easier than who we have to play. So I think it was a Tuesday night. We go in there. I walk in there like, okay, boys. It's go time. Like one of our players showed up a bit late, like right as the game was starting. And we're like, okay, good, you're here. So we have a full roster here. We smoked them. We were dominating. Like I was so in shock. Like I was out on the field, I couldn't believe. Like I was actually touching the ball and whatnot, and we were dominating. And we're like, okay, let's not let up. Because that was always, we let up in the second half. But we don't. And that was what made us confident. Like, okay, let's do this. So we go out there. And I remember one point, I think it was like during the third quarter, my coach was like, I can't tell you what you can do better. Like, there isn't much we can do to be better. Just go out there and play. And oh my god, did we play great. Hey, we were nailing shots left and right. We shut down their offense. At least we tried to. Their offense was still really good, but the free throws, man. The teams we played against could not score free throws. It just seemed to be a theme. Because if these teams, the first team landed all the free throws, we would have lost by a lot. But they kept missing free throws. And it made me really happy. Like, okay, you missed! Good job. So, at one point, in like the final... Actually, it was like the final 4 minutes of the quarter, because each quarter was 6 minutes. So we go, my coach was like, hey, Nathan, get out there. For insert one of the star players here. And I was like, are you actually nuts? And apparently he wasn't. I ended up getting one of the best players, and, well, I didn't let him score. Like, again, my defense, it was on fleek by this point. I was dialed in, fully ready. So, eventually I get down the court, and I get past the ball. Like, I was pretty alone. So I go up for a shot, and no joke, in the final, 30 seconds, nail it. My second made shot, I now had a total of 4 points this entire season, both of which were in major playoff games, like the semifinals and finals. My semifinals were my first shot. What a nice time. But anyways, so I landed, and that was the last shots of the season. Like, I think for our season at least. So, and the other guys get a free throw in before the games ended, but it didn't matter. We had freaking won. This trophy, I could not describe to you how great of a feeling it was. I was a rookie, expecting to be totally terrible, and I had scored 4 points and just a boatload of rebounds. I scored a lot of rebounds, offensively and defensively, and it all culminated into this beauty. This is one of the first trophies that actually is more than 2 centimeters tall and wasn't a gimme. Like, I've gotten a medal before, but I don't know. It wasn't as cool as this thing. So our entire team got it, and it didn't seem to be there was a runner-up thing, but we won. We beat the team that was undefeated throughout the entire season, and we won the championship. Hold on, I have my jersey sitting right over here. Number 55. If there's any 55 athletes you are aware of, I'd like you to tell them, because then I can say, oh, I'm insert 55 athlete here. So, and then 2 days after, we get orders that school is canceled and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh man, that's unfortunate. Because I didn't get to tell a lot of the kids at my school that friggin' I made a shot. It's also funny, because you know the kid that got substituted in for the last quarter for no reason? Everybody stormed him. Listen, this kid's really popular at my school. He's a pretty cool dude. But, we had 30 people all around him, pretty much carrying him out almost, it seemed like. And the rest of my team was just watching, these guys have made posters of this guy. He was really popular. But anyways, I know I didn't get carried out like he did, that's for sure. But it didn't matter. We had won the championship. And me as a rookie, that was incredible. Everyone here was seasoned veterans at this point. I was that one dude who was fully expecting just to get demolished. Everyone that I knew expected me to get demolished. They kept making jokes hey Nate, didn't you drop 30 points last game? And I was like, oh yeah, totally, man. I'm so good. It was all a joke, obviously, and they all knew how bad I was, but it didn't matter, you know? In the end, just gotta believe in yourself. I know it sounds super cliche, but it's true. I believe I am going to score points if it's the last thing I do. And, well, I scored things, and it was one of the few last things I did before the coronavirus happened, so I don't know, man. I don't know. So, what's the moral of the story? Again, don't give up. Even if you go 1-5 start the season, it's okay. You can rebound, I promise. And even if you don't think you can play basketball, you're probably good at least one aspect of the sport. If you have arm strength, boom, shooting. If you have accuracy, boom, shooting again. If you're just a big dude who can get in people's faces, which I can, you're a defensive player just like me, man. Oh well. So, everybody, wash your hands. That's all I'm going to say about that. But, alright, see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed my little stupid story. But, See you all next time.